Guys, in these profile pop-up reviews, I give you the top few tips for profiles that pop. This one for Rima, I could go on for 6 minutes. In fact, I spend 6 hours on clients. But you've got 7 seconds to make that first impression. So let's get to it. Beautiful picture there. That's really important because when we back out, we see just a little bit of it, don't we? And your name, if your name's not too long, we see the first few words of your headline. Then, if the recruiter catches that part of it right there, they like that much of what they're seeing, does it grab you? If so, then they'll start to scroll. Then they see here full headline, they'll stop, they'll pause on that a little bit more because that's really important. Obviously, you're seeing all of it, but now look at the About section. It's abbreviated. If they don't see anything that they like necessarily, they might jump right on down to your experience. And if they open up the experience, if I were the recruiter, I'd be wanting to know exactly what kind of roles did you do and what kind of accomplishments did you do in those roles. And in this case, Rima, this is your biggest issue right now. You don't have the detail that I saw you did buried in some of these other ones. Some of these here, I think it was this one right here. You had some really good stats. I guess it was this one here. 250, 300, or 30, 100%. That one had a lot of good stats. That's the kind of thing you want, right? You want to keep them reading. You don't want them to close the book. So if they're opening this stuff up and they're not seeing what they want, they're going to close the book. So if they are still reading a little bit more detail, they're going to come back up here and they're going to want to know in your About section. Now in here you've got a good introduction about what you've done. You're a specialist, highly efficient, etc. But I'm not seeing metrics. To me, I'm quick. I like to see the metrics. It proves to me the kind of things that you've accomplished. Then the other thing is they may look at your activity. I think the stats say somewhere over 94% of recruiters will check out your activity online. So if you take a look at your activity, you've got a lot of likes, I noticed. But if I look at your most recent comment, it goes back 3 weeks ago. That is not going to be helping you. You need to be engaging with comments and shares, not just lurking and liking. The comments and the shares actually shows up to recruiters. They can see your recent activity. I'm not 100% sure on this, but I do believe that if all you do is like, you do not show up to recruiters. They don't see you as being recently active, and therefore they don't see you as a serious candidate. So always be engaging and make sure you're doing more than just lurking and liking. Then hopefully you'll grab them and keep them here. But those are my top tips. Now tell me what you thought, guys. I changed up my approach here a little bit to these profile pop-ups. I'd like to know what you thought. Thanks so much. Let me know in the comments below.